Occasionally, however, they happen to you. Sometimes you get eaten by monsters, or subjugated by intelligent oysters, or forced to wear a pair of steam-powered iron shoes that never stop dancing. But sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes, they're your monsters. And as you sit in your castle watching the oysters dance, you realize that's a pretty jolly little world after all. And that's when the front door gets blown in and you belatedly understand that once again you're doomed to be the entertainment in another exciting installment of Agatha Heterodyne.
Go Genius!
In our last episode, Agatha Heterodyne
Science!
And her companion Zitha, the lost princess of the lost city of Scafander, and Cross the first emperor of all cats, were trying to find a way to remove themselves from the presence of Othar Trigvason,
Gentleman Adventurer!
when he obligingly fell into the clutches of the nefarious Veritina, the Weasel Queen. And terrorizing the innocent villagers of Zoggleton.
Help!
With her giant rabbits.
Roar!
A problem of which he is as yet unaware.
Such a nice girl!
This places our heroes at a bit of a quandary.
Quandary. A noun from Latin quando, a state of difficulty, perplexity, or a predicament.
I hate him.
He is annoying.
Brash and impulsive, certainly.
He's always getting us into trouble.
We're all agreed then?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
So why are we rescuing him?
It is a quandary.
We are not rescuing Othar. We are going to stop Veritina from terrorizing any more villages, and if by pure blind chance we find Othar and he needs to be rescued, I will seriously consider it.
Okay, I can live with that.
So, what is this thing you're building, Agatha?
I figure the best way to get inside Veritina's lair is in disguise. And what's the best disguise? For giant rabbits, of course.
Oh, of course.
Luckily, we have these 3 giant rabbits for which to get the raw materials we need. Thus...
Actually, there are only 2 dead giant rabbits.
But there were 3.
Oops. Bang! Okay. Thus, I have created a combination mechanical taxidermist and tailor.
Bonjour, mistress.
Good grief! How did you construct something so complicated?
Please, I always carry a Swiss Army knife and a coil of wire.
Does it really work?
Accessing tasks. I look forward to functioning at my fullest capacity, mistress. Scanning client 1. Name?
Zitha, daughter of Chump.
So, this is what street people wear when they enter roller derby competitions. Obviously chosen for economy as opposed to looks.
Hey!
I see you're in a stunning barbarian princess leather and chainmail combination ensemble. Not only durable, but the same elements that will give you greater freedom of movement will show off Madame's obvious assets for those post-melee assignations. Let them know that this wild girl can be tamed. Scanning client 2. Name?
Agatha Heterodyne, and I don't need a fur bikini.
With your hips, no fear.
Good.
I see the Goodwill is having a fire sale. What are we trying to say here? I wish to disguise myself as a sofa cushion? I wish to save the world but cannot navigate my closet? No! I see lampposts. I see silk. I see gears, machine parts, test tubes, watches, leather and brass. I see hundreds of little fiddly pockets to hold tools and weapons, and those charming little Deus Ex Machina devices that everyone is inventing this year. Trey mad, Trey chic. Scanning client 3.
Cross the first, emperor of all cats.
Tricky. Lucky you called me in. I can have this little fellow stuffed and mounted in a very lifelike. If you'd like him to be useful, I could put a clock in his tummy.
Agatha!
This is all very interesting, but I built you for the following test.
At last, my purpose, my reason to tear. Speak, oh my creator!
Skin these giant rabbits and use their pelts to create rabbit suits for the 3 of us to use as disguises.
And?
No, and that's it.
I'm in hell!
Meanwhile, in that hidden subterranean lair of Veritina, the Weasel Queen.
Well, here you are, miss. I'm glad that Othar Trigvason, Gentleman Adventurer, was able to be of service.
Oh, but you can't go. What kind of person would I be if I did not show my appreciation? Please be seated.
Well, I say, I never thought a throne of bones and skulls would be this comfy.
In terms of comic, would you care for a drink?
It's unbelievable.
That's how you know it's fresh. You know, you're not like the local villagers. I meant that they're so weak and timid. None of them would dare to go into the forest, let alone to be able to defeat a giant rabbit.
To be perfectly fair, I didn't know there was going to be giant rabbits in there in the first place.
Would it have stopped if you had?
No, probably not.
Of course not. You're a real man, a hero. I had thought your kind but a fable, a story for children. Mind if I sit down?
Well, it's your house. Oh, I say.
There's only the one chair. Surely a strong fellow like you doesn't find me too heavy, do you?
No, it's just very hard to find a place to put one's hands.
You know, Pt2, and it gets so very lonely out here in the forest. I think it's the loneliness that makes a person begin to have strange thoughts. Thoughts that drive them to explore the twisted, blasphemous back alleys of science that allows no forces them to create monstrosities. Monstrosities fit only to unleash upon those sanctimonious villagers who reviled and mocked her because of her father's experiments. I did not choose my life. No one more than I knows the twisted horror that is the life of a human weasel hybrid. All I want is someone to talk to, someone to convince me that my human side is indeed dominant, that I am not a monster. To that person I would give myself, body and soul, and body. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Do you understand? Do you really?
Of course, this happens all the time.
It does?
Your story has told me all I need to know. You are Feratina, the so-called Weasel Queen.
Yes.
A twisted product of misused science.
Yes.
Driven mad by the conflict that roars within you. You have lashed out at the world around you and those who do not understand you.
Yes.
And then you saw me and realized that I was a man who could understand what you were.
Yes.
Could comprehend the terrible things you have done.
Yes.
Who would and could do anything needed to prevent you from harming any further innocence.
Yes.
And thus you have lured me here to my doom.
Yes. What?
Nice try! Twisted mockery of life. I, Othar Tryggvason, am far too clever to be fooled by your filthy subhuman tricks. I will do whatever it takes to destroy you.
Fine. Just fine. Kill him.
Say, you have an awful lot of these giant rabbits, don't you? Bah! Resorting to violence instead of peaceful discussion. I expected nothing less from an evil, half-human product of debased science.
Wait. Don't kill him. That pleasure is reserved for me.
Will Feratina get the pleasure of destroying Othar, or will she have to get in line? Will Agatha's fashion plank find solace in death? Will Cross be more useful with a clock in his tummy? All of these questions will be cheerfully ignored in the next exciting adventure of Agatha Heterodyne, Girl Genius!